Share new innovations with us.
Learn innovation. Enjoy knowledge. Know new trends.
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
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 Welcome everyone to PSU หัดใหญ่ to Global Business ค่ะ I am อาจารย์นานาค่ะ
And my name is Ajahn Arno.
and I am อาจารย์เกมครับ Today I have a special guest as always นะครับพี่โต๊กครับพี่โต๊ก is the SME coach from the office of SME promotion of Thailand นะครับ and พี่โต๊ก is the alumni of our faculty too นะครับ Today พี่โต๊ก gonna join us in the session about Biz Talk นะครับ That is a very special edition for a special episode for our project again นะครับ
Yeah, I'm also excited about that. พี่โจ๊กค่ะ feel free to actually share your opinion throughout the session นะคะ because we're gonna start with the updates about our school, our faculty, what's happened to our faculty from the last past month, and then we're just gonna follow by the English conversation with อาจารย์อาโนนะคะพี่โจ๊ก So let's start with the first achievement that our faculty once again received the award again ค่ะพี่เกมอาจารย์อาโน and everyone PSU Quality Award everybody so what we receive is that it's like a best practice of the TCAS interview online platform. This is something that we have to proud of because during COVID-19, right, we have to switch everything to online, all that, and we are the first school, would say, in the first institution that accomplished a good, great, smooth online platform by interviewing students for TCAS. So this is something that we put forward, and then the university see the value, then we receive the award at the end of the day. So congratulations to our team member ค่ะ lead by พี่แป้นทิพวรรณพี่แป้น That's our first achievement ค่ะ everybody. All right, so the second thing also is the award too that we receive, another achievement. This is once again from our student นะคะ our student actually attended the international competitions like a pitching competition but in the tourism management my student actually submit the proposal to the organization that call Future Leader Forum นะคะ it's a MPI foundation who taking care of the meeting and incentive international foundation. So this challenge is aimed for showcasing students' ideas and talents. And our student is one of the top 3 in the country. So congratulations to น้องจาริยานะคะจาริยา from Mice Management นะคะ Congratulations. She's a top 3 everybody. So the next thing will be still gonna be something to do with our achievement นะคะ we really value that the student actually attend the international platform, right อาจารย์เกม so we try to push forward any opportunity for the student at all. So one of the platform recently that our student attended is called Global Tourism Student Summit. Wow! Although it's a Thai program, but students can actually present in English side by side with other nationality. You know, like they have African, they have someone from Africa, United States, Korea, Philippines, because Philippines is the host, Indonesia, and many others university from around the world. So one of the students actually be there presenting the idea as well about, the rethinking the tourism in the theme of new governance for recovery big topic, everybody, big topic, but the student be able to, like put the idea out there. So really congratulations to Nong Sarita, Naka. Sarita from Mass Management Program as well.
If I can add in, yeah, I think it's this is a very good example of one of our partner or international partner institutions that we have been that we've had a very, very strong relationship with over the past year and a half, 2 years. Seeing as it's hosted by Georgia Ilangan International School, correct? And it's one of the first partnerships that I was a part of, and it's really for me as an assistant dean for international affairs, makes me really glad to see that we are so active in our collaborations with our international partners, and they have just been amazing in terms of supporting us, and also vice versa, and us supporting them. So it's brilliant to hear our students doing so well with with an event hosted by one of our international partners.
Yeah, very, very active with them. So this is one of the example only. I believe there are many others that do not report here, but of course, we try to encourage our students to be more in this platform. I believe that postgraduate students also have this sort of like research presentation and all that, but we definitely, our school always emphasize on internationalization, although it's, we can't go physically there, but we are here online here, and thank God to the technology as well. Anyway, let's move on to the next news. This is something to report to everybody that we keep our activities going, in-house. In our faculty, like for example, the Department of Student Development and Work Promotion, they're always active as well. They've done a pretty good job. One of the things is that they invite our alumni to be as a speaker trainer to our students, talking about like job ready, talking about how to equip themselves to be ready for the industries. This is important platform to get our students to have some sort of reflection from the industry, like ใช่ไหมคะพี่โจ๊กคือ industry want how to say the graduates attribute, right? Because industry know what could be the most important skills ใช่ไหมคะ from the student that you need for the industry out there. Maybe you can give the example. What sort of skills that you as an industry point of view have? What's important skills that students should have?
I think the skill that you just think about what they want, something like in my shop, I'm working about the code shop, right? Code shop. When I work in the code shop, I want to know I want to have the employee for have many language for communicated, such as Chinese, because in Hat Yai they have the Malay come to Hat Yai so many, because Chinese is good for sell the product for the another people, for English too, for the language English language too, something like that. And I think the marketing is good for everything for the business. Yes. Something
English,
like that.
Marketing management skills, or even the how to market the products out there, also important. So this training organized to help the future as well, the future graduates and the new graduates that recently graduate gain confidence as well, what they have to be ready for their jobs. So our alumni, Kun Vipada, Vipada Pisan Kitikun, she actually certified AIS professional trainer. She's advanced in service public company for AIS. She teaches our students how to apply for the job with more confidence and how to kind of set up their portfolio, whatever the industry needs as well. So the skill, the first top skills that she also emphasized is the English. English is really important. So thank you for sharing for that. So the next news, this is something to do with our faculty have another relationship, like a cooperation, collaboration with the Chonburi Provincial Administrative Organization อันนี้นะคะ something to do with sorry เป็น in Thai นิดนึงนะคะสำนักนวัตกรรมดิจิทัลและระบบอัจฉริยะของมอนะคะบุกพื้นที่ EEC ร่วมพัฒนาระบบเทคโนโลยีสารสนเทศและการสื่อสารอบจ.ชลบุรีค่ะ I had to say this in Thai just to make sure I got the right words นะคะ so we have องค์การบริหารส่วนจังหวัดชลบุรีนะคะ so we have a provincial administrative organization at ชลบุรีนะคะ we got we now gonna start working together MOU sign talking about the like a blueprints นะคะ for the technology and innovation and intelligence system นะคะ they will be as a consultant for the information and communication technology for master plan นะคะ of the Chonburi นะคะ so we as a PSU as institution we will be a key player in development นะคะ of southern region นะคะ and also developing the capacity I would say like a capacity organization in EEC area to support the government's Thailand 4.0 policy อะค่ะ has we will like apply information and communication technology to help in cooperation and management including distributing information to the public to increase the work efficiency reduce redundancy in operations for people to receive the convenient and fast transparent service this kind of thing this is just like a starting first stage so we are looking forward to see more what could be the projects that could be the solid project in the near future withอบจ. นะคะ with อบจ. ชลบุรีนะคะ alright so next thing this something to do like with the activities that we like to promote ประชาสัมพันธ์นะคะ which is the 6th International Research Symposium, which is coming up soon on the 1st of November. We like to promote about this platform because it's a great thing for our undergrad students and postgrads to present their research.นะคะ, not only the complete research paper, but also in progress research as well. The PhD student also can present their progress report. We have numbers of partner uni from around the world, and thanks to Ajahn Arno, close the deal. So Ajahn Arno, can you share which institution or where they're from, Ajahn Arno? We have like one from the United States, Kazan University, and what else?
The symposium participants, correct?
Yes.
All right, sure. Sorry about that. Anyway, so for the 6th International Research Symposium, we have quite a few number of international partners, as Dr. Nana just mentioned. We've been building up these partnerships over the past 2.5 years, me and her mainly, and our department, and it's mainly translated into collaborations in terms of our symposium, that the majority of them have been part of our symposium. Among them, we have Victoria University from Australia. We have the British College from Nepal, who is also one of our network members in the UE, the University of the West England Network, who's also joining. We actually have our keynote speaker, who's in charge of collaborations in the APAC region, join attend as a keynote speaker at our upcoming symposium. Then also Joji Langan, as we mentioned, one of our partners that we mentioned earlier from the Philippines. Other than that, we also have UPM from Malaysia, University Putra Malaysia. We have Reactor School, which is one of our industry partners, an entrepreneurship education school based in Singapore. Then we also have an NGO, our NGO partner, ASEAN Youth Organization, that's also joining. These are just a few of the members that are joining our symposium. And it's also worth noticing that this will be the first symposium where we have one of our international partners join us on site, who is the British College from Nepal. So very, very excited to have them join our symposium. It just goes to show how our international affairs department and also how we've developed and how we have expanded our reach over the world, which gives the faculty a very good look in terms of internationalization.
Yeah, thank you, Ajahn Arno. As you're saying that around the world, okay, from every part of around the world. Anyway, last but not least นะคะ I'd like to switch to Thai because this is something ประชาสัมพันธ์ให้กับทุกคนนะคะ about การรับนะคะการรับนักศึกษานะคะ podcast แล้วนะคะ we are gonna open for รอบที่เขาเรียกว่ารอบที่1 2 และ 3 นะคะ so it's coming up so everybody please feel free to access our Facebook นะคะเข้าไปใน Facebook หรือว่าเว็บของคณะได้ถ้าจะต้องการเข้าไปดูข้อมูลของ TCAS นะคะตอนนี้กำลังประชาสัมพันธ์กันอยู่เกี่ยวข้องกับรายละเอียดต่างๆนะคะทุกคนก็ as you must know นะคะเราก็มีสาขาต่างๆนะคะตอนนี้ก็เปิดแล้วนะคะจะเป็นรอบที่1นะคะรอบที่1 2 และ 3นะคะก็จะมีหลักสูตรนะคะของบริหารธุรกิจบัณฑิตนะคะที่เราจะเปิดรับนะและก็ในบริหารธุรกิจบัณฑิตเนี่ยก็จะมีอยู่สาขาอะไรบ้างนะคะก็จะมีระบบสารสนเทศทางธุรกิจนะคะและการตลาดการเงินการลงทุนนะคะการจัดการทรัพยากรมนุษย์การจัดการโลจิสติกส์และห่วงโซ่อุปทานนะคะและการจัดการไม้สุดท้ายก็คือการจัดการและความเป็นผู้ประกอบการอันนี้เป็นหลักสูตร international นานาชาตินะคะทุกคนและนอกจากนั้นนะคะเราก็จะมีหลักสูตรบัญชีบัณฑิตหลักสูตรรัฐประศาสนศาสตร์บัณฑิตด้วยเช่นกันนะจ๊ะก็ลองพิจารณากันดูนะคะทุกคนว่าคณะเราเนี่ยนะคะนอกจากมีความเป็นอินเตอร์จ๋าๆแล้วนะคะตอนนี้พิจารณาในการที่จะเข้านะคะเข้ามาที่คณะเราเนี่ยก็สามารถที่จะเช็คในเว็บไซต์ของเราได้แล้วก็ Facebook ของคณะวิทยาการจัดการ Faculty of Management Science Prince of Songkla University ค่ะก็จบไปแล้วอันนี้เป็นอัปเดตนะคะเป็นแค่ nutshell เท่านั้นนะคะ only nutshell updates and report some happenings our achievements นะคะ of Faculty of Management Science next would be English for Business วิทยาจารย์อาโนค่ะ
Vocabulary list.
Okay, well, welcome to the second part of the show. As per usual, we have our English lesson where we will be looking at English vocabulary and phrases that is related to today's topic. Yeah, and that topic or those phrases that we are going to be looking at will all consist of relevant terms and also vocabularies for business and marketing trends in the year 2023. Now, this year has flown by. We're almost done with 2022. I cannot believe it. So we'll have a look at what some of the experts are saying about what trends we need to look at in the year 2023. So first vocabulary we have would be remote work. Remote work. What is the definition? Remote work is the practice of an employee working at their home or in some other place that is not an organization's usual place of business. Now, game, remote work, this is something that we're quite familiar with over the past 2.5 years, correct?
Yes, and I guess nowadays for remote work is a new normal lifestyle for the workers society is already นะครับ because there are so many threats among us, especially about the spreading of the coronavirus. Okay. However, nowadays, I think the general term that most people in Thailand kind of familiar with is work from home, something like that, right? Okay, we stay at home, but we still can work via online or internet. So the advantage of remote work is like, okay, you can work anywhere, anytime, but they still have some disadvantages, right? Especially that your boss can call you anytime.
This is very true. This is very true. And a lot of companies realized that in 2022-23 that their workers have become so demotivated from having to go back to the office, correct? Because they got used to working from home that they realized that some of the workforce is actually a lot more productive when they're at home rather than in the office. Yes. All right, good. Thank you very much, Miguel. And then the second term that we'll be looking at is business sustainability. Business sustainability. The management and coordination of environmental, social, and financial demands and concerns to ensure responsible, ethical, and ongoing success. Now, Janana, the term, when you think of the term sustainability or business sustainability, what comes to mind?
What comes in mind right now is the corporate sustainability or SDGs. Always, the word sustainability always on those goals. Okay, so I believe that this is something every organization have to put integrate or incorporate this sustainability is built into their organization. Whatever they do, they have to mind about their sustainability to keep the organization going effectively and make sure create a high impact. Okay, make sure the impact towards the triple bottom lines, all profitabilities and also the planet, which is the environment, right? So this is something that I can give you a bit of like a glance idea of this business sustainability.
Right, brilliant. Thank you very much, Janana. Great explanation of how it translates into 2022 and how this will most likely only become a more or even more of a popular term and even more talked about in 2023, as most businesses, big and small, have to move towards conducting their operations in a sustainable manner. Correct? All right, good. So the next word that we have, job security. Job security, the term that's been thrown around quite a lot over the past few years. Job security, the definition, the fact of your job being permanent so that you will probably not lose it. So Bijoka, when you think about job security, I'm sure as a business owner, this is something that you deal with quite a lot with your employees, correct?
Yeah, because if I spend the job security for them, such as they have the long time for working with me. I have an employee about 10 people in my company. They work about 10 years now.
10 years.
And I will take them for everything, such as they have the money for healthy, something like that. And I pay for the son or the daughter for learn for study in the Matayom and I will get them for stay with me because I think employee is important in my company. If I don't have them, I cannot grow to the market and the future. I think employee will be a good person for my company too. Something like that.
Most definitely. If you take care of them, they take care of you, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Thank you very much, Bijok. I think, as you mentioned, job security is very, very important. And if you're able to actually retain your employees for 10 years, it shows that they are really motivated and glad to be working with your organization, with your company. Right. Next word that we have, social media engagement. Social media engagement. Okay. The measurement of comments, likes, and shares on any given social media platform. PK, as a marketing expert, social media engagement is your forte, correct?
Yeah, and today I just teaching about how to measure the engagement in the social media network for the BBA student in digital marketing course. Okay, this one is very important to measure the performance of your digital marketing plan. However, the social media engagement, there are so many measurement tools that can evaluate those kinds of performance. It's not just only like comment, like, or share, or maybe some participation in the social platform. But also we study more in depth, especially about the conversion rate. For example, like when they visit your social media platform, how many of them has been converted to be your customer and buy your product. Those one is the most important, because we need to increase the percentage of the conversion to be higher and higher. That means we invest value for our money. Okay.
Most definitely. I mean, this is also something that I taught in my corporate and business communication class the other day about output versus outcome, right? What is the actual outcome of the output that you create through social media, right? Sure, right. Share, likes, and so on. It's a very, it's outcomes, but it's a very limited amount in terms of actually getting your customers to buy products and services from you. The actual outcome comes from the conversion rate, as you said, which one of those that engage with your social media content are actually buying your products and services. So that's a great answer. Thank you very much, Yen. All right. Next and final term that we have here is influencer marketing. Influencer marketing. The endorsements and products mentions from influencers, individuals who have a dedicated social following and are viewed as expert within their niche. Janana, influencer marketing, it's become an extremely big talking point for business professionals and also business academics over the past 2.5 to 3 years, correct?
Yeah, that's right. But this one is that for those who follow, they would pretty know, I mean, like they will definitely gonna have the influence easily by those celebrities or influencers, the newly become, stars, right? But for those who are not, I actually think of the other way around, because I myself am not into the trends. This is another perspective, okay? If those influencers are not impact on me, I'm not gonna just having any engagement at all with them. This is on the other hand, okay? So I'm just saying that at this point, influencer will work pretty well if you have like some sort of like collectivist ideas and follow the trends or be in that society and get really like a favor this person, favor this influencer. But for those are not, then it won't impact so much for this influencer marketing, right, Vikem?
Yes, sure. And maybe I add something more. Actually, the influencer is like is developed from celebrity, as Ajahn Nana mentioned previously. Okay. However, the disadvantage of celebrity is just like they just act like they use those products, but they cannot influence the customer to buy. Okay, so when the social media platform, when the internet has been like booming, okay, so there are some normal people, some general people who have a very who have the expertise in some kinds of product or some kinds of segment. Okay, so they give some valuable and reliable information without paid by the company. So that's why the influencer is very powerful nowadays. But however, nowadays the theme of influencer already changed too. As I said in the past, influencer just maybe not paid from the company, but nowadays it can be like get something, okay, or some benefit from the company, maybe monetary or non-monetary reward, whatever, okay. But it depends on the sincerity of those influencers to inform the customer. We can see so many examples that some influencer gonna inform the audience that, okay, this information is about the promotion for some company and he or she get paid by the company. Okay, so that gonna be very fair to the customer to trust or not trust those kinds of information. And nowadays they're gonna have more specific type of influencer that we call the micro influencer, that a very small group of of customer that maybe follow those kinds of influencers. So I think that next step, the influencer gonna be changed again to be other things that maybe we need to wait to see what's gonna happen next.
Yeah, like sometimes they use the wrong influencer.
Yeah.
There's so many scam artists out there as well, right? Who claim that they are influencers. Yeah, but just to put it into perspective, thank you very much. It's 100%. It's a very interesting insights that you share with us. To put it into perspective, the total influencer market worldwide right now is at $16.4 billion. Shows you how lucrative the industry has become, specifically during COVID, where everyone had to sit in front or stay at home and sit in front of YouTube and other platforms and just watch these people constantly sharing new products and services with them, right? So it absolutely exploded and skyrocketed over the past two and a half years. It's a very interesting topic of discussion, because also the majority, many big companies realize, or many big companies, big and small, realize that without having influencer marketing, they're going to be falling behind compared to those who have. So influencer marketers become very important for companies to help them promote their products and services. Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. So that's it for our English lesson. We had some very interesting discussions. Once again, we had a look at 5 terms that that experts mentioned or expert believed to be very important for the year 2023. They are remote work, business sustainability, job security, social media engagement, and influencer marketing. So that is it for English lesson. And I hope each and every listener gained some new valuable insight.
Vocabulary list.
Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to this session with Biz Talk with Ajahn Game นะครับ Again, today we are still in the season of SME that we're gonna talking about how to promote or sustain your SME. And today is the last episode of this season. We give the best one for the last episode. Okay, so today is very honor for our program to have พี่โต๊กนะครับคุณวรกิจแซ่จิ้วนะครับ the coach from the office of SME promotion Thailand นะครับ for 5 years already, and he is the top coach, I can say, and the most popular coach, especially about the marketing and business development. Welcome พี่โต๊ก again ครับ
ครับสวัสดีครับพี่เกณฑ์
สวัสดีครับ Okay, so at first ครับพี่โต๊ก could you please introduce yourself a little bit before we further and other information?
Okay, my name is Woragit Saejew. Since I was 16 years old, I have run my own business for about coaching, which I still do now, and I still do now for nowadays. This field has been my job for 24 years already. I got both my BBA and MBA degree from PSU here, Faculty of Business, okay, in Mall in PSU. I used to work as a trader for the CPF company for a few years. I was also responsible for engagement a few concerts in Hat Yai, something 3 แยกปากหวาน in Hat Yai or something like that, and become in part of a committee of high school graduated, which helped in doing lots of community service. Another recent experience for becoming is SME coach for the project of SME startup real estate to help on entrepreneurs start their business and reach their dream.
Yeah, okay. So based on your information, we quite sure that you have a lot of experiences, both business and academic, and you working for other company, and finally you still have your own business too. Based on your experience that you have been the coach more than 5 years, and I can say that you are the most popular one in our team. So what is the most useful thing you have learned as an SME coach?
I think the most important is I'm helping and solve problem for the entrepreneur. Let them learn what it means to be successful. So to learn how to be good entrepreneur, we must go through a number of steps, such as assessing their business issue, analyzing their problem, finding better solution, following their action, and developing their product. When they do well, I'm so happy and proud to them. Another important thing as I learned about SB course is that we are lucky for my dream. PKM is my team too. We are the stronger team for SME coach team. We have been through a lot of up and down in the 5 years ago, and our team is known throughout the country as one of the best for SME coach.
Yeah, so I guess that you use your expertise to help a lot of SME, especially in the southern part of Thailand. Ajahn Dana, actually, you can invite him to be a special guest or special lecturer sometimes.
Yes, I got him down already in my list now.
Yeah, that's gonna be good for our students.
Yes.
Became, I think, about 5,000 people entrepreneur, right? Yeah.
Yes, more than 5,000 they can say. Because each year we have the applicant around 1,500. Okay, and then we train them and we selected them until they ready to run their business by their own, right? Okay, and based on your recommendation that I familiar with you a lot, okay, I think that your recommendation is not just only the practical, it plus academic concept too, that gonna make your recommendation is quite trustable and reliable and can be applied to so many situations. Actually, as we have some discussion, Arno, we think that giving the knowledge to the SME is the most important. It is not just we give them the money. We have been discussed a lot, no? We not give them the money, but what we're gonna give them is the knowledge and train them to survive by themselves. It's gonna be the business sustainability, as you mentioned previously in the business vocabulary นะครับ Okay, so based on your experience again ครับพี่โจ๊ก can you give some advices as to what steps would be most beneficial before launching a business?
What we have to think before taking action is, first, do not put off doing something until you are completely prepared. If you wait, you will not be able to conduct business because our perception are not always accurate. This is not a way to case, so we must determine what is lacking and what we need to add. Something like we can say like you must test marketing.
Test the market first.
Yeah, test the market first. The second way we create, I think, our product, we have to find way to make them different in order to compete in the market. This might include a number of challenging issues. The challenging here is not just a new innovation, but it may make a differentiation to just respond to serve the needs of customer. When you think of the differentiation, some people must have the big innovation, something like they can prove anything for the customer. But now I think just a little bit is okay. For example, of 5 mushroom, do you know 5 mushroom?
Yes, this is a very popular case. This is a very popular case among us.
In Thai head thought 5 vegetables, something like that. Those cannot be kept for a long time because it will start to smell a lot of creepiness. So we need to try to make different by improving and change just normal 5 vegetable to become a cool snack. That's a way keep a long time and a way crispy. Something like that. They take like for concern about customer want, solve the
Mhm.
customer need. Okay, something like that. Third, we start with setting the right price to sell the product, which I have simple guideline for you.
Mhm.
The first one, you make sure the product only product plus packaging, plus packaging and plus market value plus profit is the truly price for selling to the customer. Just the three Ds for you thinking about that before launch the business.
Yeah,
Again.
that's a very good recommendation, and I think that the step that you provided is quite simple and easy to follow for the new entrepreneur. Okay, and I like this word very much. Like you said, that small difference to response and serve need of customer. Because nowadays most of the businessmen or especially for the marketer, they try to create emotional value without any impact to the customer. They try to persuade customer. How can they say? There is no reason to trust them like that. Okay, so we need to understand the customer mind first, what they want and what they need, and finally try to make it different. Okay, that a very good example of the sentence from this question. So thank you very much. So next, Capital, when we talk about the investment, because previously you're talking about pricing, right? We need to calculate about the product cost, about the marketing cost, and plus the profit that the entrepreneur need, right? And then it's gonna be the price that you sell to the market. So when we talk about these kinds of investment, how important are they to the new business? When will we know if we are ready to put money into a new business?
Yeah, when I invest into my business, if I have about 100%, I'm not to spend 100% for my business and should not wait for take action. My approach is to divide the fund into the two equal half, keeping the majority of the first half 50% for keep it, and divide for the 50% to 10, 5 times, and attempt to invest 10% at the time. We need to consider what are the sales, whether is it possible or not. Therefore, we have another 5 chance for wait and see we can put continue. Then bring the remaining money that we have, let's to invest next time on what no one will know until after we have done soon. Something like that. We take 5 opportunity for investment, 10%, 10%, and 10%. What is good? You make more money, 50% in your pocket to launch business. You should 1 for 5. Yeah, I think it's good for them because in entrepreneur, they must put 100% for the business. They don't have to more opportunity for another.
I see. That a very practical information. So actually, I agree with you that when you try to invest your money into anything, you need to how can I say, lowering the risk from your investment, not put all 100% of your money to just only one things or just only one channel of investment, right? So you need to split into the very small portion. Yes,
it's a common trait in trading as well, right? In investment, it's called dollar cost averaging. So if you see that say for example, you want to invest in an asset, specifically in these times that where the current global market is not in a very good place, right? Putting all your money into one asset is a very dangerous thing to do. So rather, as Pete just mentioned, is rather separated into five different investments, right? Or 5 different times that you invest. So as the market starts dropping, you DCA, you buy. So it's called dollar cost averaging. So the same goes with VCs, right? Venture capitalists. That's how they invest in businesses. They release money over a certain period of time. So over a year period, they will have 3 different times that they release the money for investors. So this also relates to what Joe just mentioned about essentially strategically releasing that money, and it also allows for the entrepreneurs to be a lot more careful, right, with the money when they use it. Yes, yeah,
right. Because most of them borrow from some bank, so they need to try to save themselves. I can say, right, Vito?
We so sorry for about my English because I'm not talk about
that's
the
okay. That's okay.
I think what you mentioned is very smart, Joe, because that is definitely the way of releasing. Of if you're going to invest in a business, you don't give them all the money at once. That's not a very smart thing to do. Like, you do it very strategically over a period of time, because then they're going to be a lot more careful with the money. And I think that's very important.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So previously, we just talking about how to start the business and the step by step to run the business sustainably, and how to invest your money into the business. So we further to the marketing part, Pito, that is your specialization too. I am pretty sure. Do you have any further marketing strategy advice that you would like to share with those entrepreneurs?
Yeah, more people think that in the marketing they have to make a mass marketing, but to make the mass marketing we have spent more money and got the direct to target and not getting the direct of the target group. You see, the mass marketing they not specific the target group. We might not have money, and I don't have the money for spend more money at the big company. I think they spend about 1 million or 2 million for mass marketing. So I thought about my niche market, try to attraction more group, and then explain to other group to review cost. We need to try to sell our product first, having profit into our business first. Then wait and see if we could expand your market to later. Because just niche market you can expand in the future. But if you math, you don't have the money for spend for any time for many. You must think about the niche market first and blow up. It's not blow up for smaller. Something like that. I think
start from small to be
small,
bigger. To be bigger. Not start from the bigger. The smaller one.
Yeah.
Finally. Okay. So in response to your recommendation about the marketing strategy, actually this one is quite consistent with the influencer marketing for now, because previously most of the big company they play with throwing their money around maybe 10 or 20 million baht a day to promote via the national TV channel that cannot identify how many audience or how many people gonna buy product after so the advertisement. So the influencer is a very starting point and save your money to test your market, right, Pito?
Yeah. PK, you remember the skin? That they spent about the 1 million for
1 million
marketing.
For the marketing fees, and finally it failed, right? And based on your recommendation that they start from a small scale and from a very small market, and then after that is have a, I can say, rapid growth for their market. And nowadays I think she already get money back.
Get more money.
Right.
They get the profit now.
Right. Okay. So, we come to the final question พี่โจ๊ก
ผม
it may not hard to launch a business nowadays but learning to adapt to changing circumstances and keep going could be a much difficult puzzle to crack, right? So do you have any recommendation for creating a sustainable one?
Yeah. When we put money into the business, we have to think about the resource we have to move on the next stage. We need to develop from what we already have. If it is because we can save the money on many expense. If we invest all our money, it is clear that its cost will be high. Something like they have used the resource that you have. If you invest the new business, you just spend more money. So I think the entrepreneur, you need to develop and keep going with their business in the most sustainable way. We could make a new product to the same way to always have, just to give our customer more option. Yeah, it's something like that. For example, I think about the เห็ดทอดเมื่อกี้ yeah.
Actually, this one is not like the variety of your product choice,
yes.
right? Okay.
They make the variety of product. They made by business. They're proud to business owner that we help start after our SME startup project. If 5 mushroom now that we have a big factory, they can make 5 mushroom that they can ship all over the world, like Hong Kong, Taiwan, America, Europe, and Australia. I suggest them that a good way to do is it come up with the new product. You can she can make about ใบบัวบกทอด I think is อะไรนะ Centra
Asiatica fry something
ใบบัวบกทอด in Thai or
that in Thai is okay.
Yeah, ใบบัวบกทอด and เห็ดเข็มทองทอด is golden needle mushroom. They have the 3 product now. The first one they have just about mushroom fry, but now they have the ใบบัวบกทอด and เห็ดเข็มทองทอด to use the result from the last year that they build the factory, but now they get more money.
Yeah, right. And then what I know from this case is she not just rich herself, she tried to allocate the money or some revenue to the community too, right? She tried to help other people. That's why her factory have a rapid growth, and today I think she is the OEM, a very big OEM factory for other brand too, right? Right. So this one is a very good example นะครับ and thank you very much ครับพี่โจ๊ก that you give us a very straight to the point and practical information and recommendation about the SME นะครับ What do you think ครับอาจารย์นานา
Today is kind of eye-opening as well for me that I hear the insight from a very special coach, because you have a mindset of two different perspective, industry perspective and also the academics. I think this is what we need, because you have a great understanding for both sides. พี่เกมใช่ไหมพี่โจ๊กเขามี this kind of special understanding, and also when it comes to apply into the actual situation, it's more practical, much more practical. So I do appreciate so much that you having you in this session today, this episode. It's gonna be like the SME closing episode, as PK said. It's gonna be closely conclude SME episode series nicely. Well done. Yeah.
So thank you very much พี่โจ๊ก you contribute to my session very valuable, and this is gonna be the completely end of the SME season, I can say นะครับ and thank you again for joining us ครับพี่โจ๊ก and hope we can like joy and we can work together in the future again นะครับพี่โจ๊ก thank you very
ค
much
รับขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณครับ so
Thank you very much ครับ
so that's all for my session นะครับ about the biz talk from the coach of the Office of SME Promotion of Thailand นะครับ so what gonna be next season let's wait to see นะครับ we have a very I can say wow and surprise to you again นะครับ thank you very much bye bye
สวัสดีค่ะ everybody สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ Thank you very much everyone